Okay, so we're on day one of the Bronco Safari 2023. We're currently in the staging line for Top of the World. We have a group of 25 rigs today, varying levels of, looks like vehicle types from Badlands to heavily modified Broncos. So looks like it'll be a fun day, probably a long day. Hopefully everything goes well. There's, I think, 10 different trails happening simultaneously today. So tomorrow will be more of the same, just different trail options. But yeah, looking forward to it, seeing how this thing does on that trail with the new tires and all the new mods we've done. And yeah, see how the day goes.
Guarantee for that you gotta pay. She said she'd fix my body in that old-fashioned way. She wrapped her arms around me, squeezed me till I popped. She said
slow and steady. So far, no hiccups. First obstacle was easy. Tires are working great. Truck's working great. About ready for a Dr. Pepper, and then I think we'll be good to go. What? What is that? This is the greatest elixir on earth. I call this Dr. Pepper. This is my second one of the day. Don't judge me.
good.
Barely on the fairly long mount, cut into it.
I have to say that at this point I'm pretty impressed with the Bronco and its crawling capabilities. It wasn't a very challenging trail. There were some hiccups and some issues where our wheelbase really came into play. As you can see on this section here, I tried to do everything without using any of the assists. I wasn't trying to use any lockers, but on this one I put the rear locker on just to climb it up real quick. As I said before, the two-door wheelbase can really pose a challenge because in a lot of cases your front wheels are pulling you over an obstacle while the back wheels are pushing you up the obstacle. And in the case of a two-door, your front wheels and rear wheels could be sometimes on the same obstacle at the same time, so it's difficult to get that breakover angle and that grip on the front. It also makes it a little more exciting and more fun. It makes it a more nimble experience, and we really enjoyed wheeling the heck out of this thing. So here again we have, some short wheelbase, I wouldn't say issues, but just reposition ourselves, getting a better spot and a better line of approach. Once you reposition yourself, it just makes it up super easy. The articulation on this thing is quite good. We drove the majority of the day with the sway bar or stay bar disconnects off, so we had that extra articulation and flex. It just made for a smoother ride, having the better flex and articulation and being able to grip different surfaces. And as you can see here with this guy, the Broncos can get a little tippy. IFS stuff can definitely be challenging when it comes to rock crawling, but once you reposition, getting a better angle and a better approach of attack, you can make up these obstacles pretty easily. The moment you reach the end of the trail, it's one of those relaxing times where you get to reflect on, what it took you to get there. And the view on top of the world is one of the most incredible things you'll ever see. It was a lot of fun getting up there and getting some photos and just taking everything in. And what a great experience. We'll definitely be coming back and doing it again.